Madam Chair, we'd like you to present your bill, AB 2378, Personal Income Taxes Credit Employer Qualified Wages.
Thank you very much, Mr. Quirk. Despite some progress in recent decades in the tight labor market currently, individuals with disabilities still experience unemployment and poverty rates far above national averages. These challenges have only been compounded by the COVID-19 pandemic. While expressing an ability, desire, and willingness to work in the community and contribute to the economy, many adults and youth with disabilities experience significant barriers to employment. AB 2378 will help secure and sustain quality job placement opportunities for individuals with disabilities by providing qualifying employers with a modest personal income tax credit. This incentive will break through entrenched stigma and lead to opportunities that are fulfilling and rewarding for both employees and employers alike. Here to testify in support are David Lopez, who will share his experience securing employment, and David, the General Manager at Recycling Industries.
Thank you. Thank you, legislation. My name is David Lopez, and I want to thank you for the opportunity to provide this testimony on Assembly Bill 2378. I support this bill and believe that it will provide increased opportunity for people with disabilities to work and earn competitive wage. This bill, it demonstrates the investment of people with disabilities by providing employers with a tax credit incentive when they hire people with disabilities. I'm currently competitively employed, and I have a disability myself. I have worked with Alta California Regional Center, nonprofit organization that helps people with developmental disabilities, for 24 years, providing advocacy supports to other individuals with developmental disabilities. As a member of our executive management team as well, my employer stands behind competitive integrated employment, but there are many employers who don't fully have the benefit of knowing the value of hiring people with disabilities. Providing an incentive tax credit shines a light brightly on the possibility and supports increased job placement and opportunities for employers to discover firsthand the benefits. Employment is a great equalizer for people with disabilities who are competitively employed and have increased wages, which provide opportunities for access to better housing and medical care, especially in these days. By supporting this bill, I believe that it would allow people with developmental disabilities to be able to work and contribute to their community and society in meaningful ways. Please vote on AB 2378. Thank you very much for your time.
Thank you. Do you have another witness? All right, you have 2 minutes.
Yes, thank you, Assembly Member Irwin, for allowing me to come, and members of the committee. My name is David Kunin. I'm the General Manager of Recycling Industries, which is headquartered here in the Sacramento area in North Highlands. We also have a place up in Yuba City, and I'm flanked by my dad behind me. He started it in our backyard back in 1975, and so here we are. And he works a full day. He's 85 years old. So I just want to tell you that I think this bill, Assembly Bill 2378, is a good program. Our company has over 50 employees. We've been in business for over 40 years. And the big why here is that in our industry in recycling, Cal OSHA designates us as a high hazard industry. And we have to expend a significant amount of engineering and training and extra time to bring in people to carve out a good sorting position for people with disabilities. And we've been able to do that. However, it doesn't come quite easily. It comes at a cost. So I would support anything that would allow at least some small little credit for us, as we are willing to take that risk. There's a significant risk in the training, trying to find that right fit between the people and the job. And I think that to the extent you can approve this bill and allow us to keep going in the training effort and compensate us for it in some small fashion, which it's only $6,000, it's just a little, but it'll help. One of the things that we've been able to do is over the years, we've had opportunities for people with autism to be able to sort specific types of electronic waste. We found that working quite well. Right now we have people sorting garbage off of our cardboard line, which is quite easy. And it's very regimented and very focused. So to the extent we could work, it'd be great.
You can wind up. I'm
wound up.
Good. Time for committee questions. I'm going to ask the questions I usually ask. So is this intended as a reward? Because I think rather than incentive, because most of the people who are going to get this are people who employ, like your recycling center, employ them already. And I'm not sure that you get that many more people employing. There is something to be said for subsidizing the people who work there already. So what is the intent of your bill?
It really is an incentive, and let me tell you a little bit of a conversation that I had with a former senator. She had a son who was disabled, and there was a bill that passed a couple of years ago that raised the minimum wage for special needs folks, and her son lost his job because of it. So there are many employers that are operating very close to the edge and really do have big hearts, but just can't quite make it without that little extra incentive. So I do think that a lot more employers will look at the advantages of hiring somebody with special needs, not only for the company, but also for all the benefits that it gives to our to our special needs population.
Okay, and I don't believe we have an estimate yet as to what this would cost.
Well, I will ask the committee staff, is there an estimate yet on the cost? There is. Oh, there is.
Chair, Madam Chair, we listed there's a estimate of on the analysis.
Oh, yes,
Yes.
yeah, oh, see, actually, my witness pointed it out, $7 million annually.
Well, go ahead.
There's a limit also.
Oh, okay. Oh, I'm sorry. I should have asked for add-ons. Add-on in support?
Kelly Brooks on behalf of the California Community Living Network in support.
Thank you. And is there opposition that wishes to testify? And the answer is no. All right, so it's $7 million. Well, I hope you can get it into the budget so that this will get out of appropriations.
I appreciate that, Mr. Acting Chair. Thank you.
Thank you very
All
much.
right, questions having been answered, I think we're now waiting for Mr. Grayson and for members to return who haven't voted yet.